Rhys, you made your first selection for the World Cup. Were there any difficult ones to make?
It certainly was, to be honest. We sat down on Monday and sort of penciled the team in, knowing we had 3 sessions to go before we officially announced it. And there's quite a few contentious positions. Front row was one in particular, back row as well, and also back back three. So the sort of key combinations is something we've looked at, and when we really broke it down, we rewarded sort of good performances over the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Because it's been a while since the established duo in the front row, for instance, Rhys Edwards and Jenny Davis, haven't been starting a game. So what's your thinking there?
Well, the honest answer is good competition for places, and we really wanted to give every person an opportunity to stake their claim and give some time on the field, and we've had some really intense training sessions up until we left for France, and the sessions in France in particular have been the highest standard we've sort of had. So there's good competition, and also combinations is an important thing that we've looked at. The easy option could have gone with somebody with number of caps, but we really want to push that performance and reward people who are playing well.
And it's a bit of a luxury for you, because those 2 players I've mentioned have got over 100 caps in between them. You can bring them on at some stage in the game.
And when we played France in Six Nations, we were probably the dominant team up until about 55-60 minutes. We were forced into a couple of changes, and it didn't really give us an impact we needed, and eventually we lost quite comfortably. So that's something else we've looked at, and again, we've got that performance, but also players with a bit of experience and also playing well. I shouldn't say that they're not playing well. You just got that good balance now going into the game.
It's been a real whirlwind for someone like Adi Taverner as well. She wasn't even playing international rugby a few months ago, and here she is starting in the World Cup game.
Yeah, definitely. She's a success story in herself, isn't she? And her experience, she's been to a World Cup, she's played at the highest level, and she's come in with a bit of a breath of fresh air and really taking that intensity to another level in the back line. So again, she's somebody who's probably a fine example of being rewarded for showing the right intentions and performing well when needed.
I suppose that goes for Rebecca in the centre as well.
Yeah, again, she was a bit quiet over Six Nations, and she said that herself. And she's had a good prep going into this World Cup, and she's sort of coming back into a top sort of form. So she played well in that time out in Ireland, and it'd be good to see her now playing at this level again with a good backline around her.
Been here for a few days now. Have the girls settled in?
Yeah, definitely. We were quite fortunate. We came out a day early and to get out sort of settling in time, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we had some really high intense sessions, short and sharp, and the girls have really performed well, and they've responded really well to the challenges we've given them. So the first 3 days have been really well prepared.
Friday night against France, you know what's coming. Are they braced for it?
Yeah, certainly do. The session we've just had, we've had a bit of a crowd giving us a bit of chance and stuff just to get used to it. But it's going to be huge. We can't hide from that. First game of World Cup, especially for the home nation on big TV. It's going to be a big occasion. So we know it's coming. We're not daunted by it. We know we've got to be on top of our game and perform. But the girls are sort of relishing it now they've been here and know what's coming.
The fact that you'll be firm underdogs, does that give you that extra bit of encouragement to go for it?
I think so. We don't really discuss it in that context, but we know where we are in relation to France. Realistically, they're going to be one of the teams contending for that cup. So, when better to play them in their first game. They're going to be under pressure realistically with expectations and the crowd behind them. We've got our own expectations, so we know what we need to do. And if we do perform that well, then there's no reason why we can't challenge them, let alone beat them. So we've got our own performance lined up for them.
Rhys, all the best.
Thank you.
Okay.